So, this is what's happening in 2026. We have a lot of businesses that are closing their doors left and right. And if you haven't heard, we have a lot of gyms that are closing their doors permanently. People are noticing that their gyms are shutting down without short notice. It's hard for them to cancel their membership. So, take a look at these videos. Here's the real reason why.
Here we are, and the gym's closed.
Today is a very sad announcement. Intent Gym is officially closing for the final time. Long-time followers will remember all the things we got up to in here over the years, the different revisions of the gym, the different machines, the cool stuff Ryan has done. But the decision has been made to close the gym, and a lorry comes in a few days to start taking things. I remember 6 years ago or so, I got a follow on Instagram from a faceless account called Intent, where the bio was something along the lines of, if you've been followed, you've been invited. And the first time I rocked up here, there was like maybe 6 different machines, some adjustable dumbbells and a squat rack, and that was about it. The walls were white, there was no graffiti, barely any mirrors. And then I think the summer of that year and maybe the year after, there was maybe between 6 and 12 of us that would be here at like 6, 7 p.m. every night. It was some good times. I would love to know just how many machines have made their way through the doors in the 6 or so years the gym has been open. The various different tours of the gym that I've done, showing off the new stuff as and when it came. I always thank this gym for the fact that I got relatively strong, you know. In this gym, I'm small and weak compared to the majority of people that have ever stepped through the doors. And it forced me to catch up and train harder and, you know, raise the bar. I remember back in 2022, the gym was not a 24-hour gym at the time, but Ryan let me just come in at night to film all of my tutorials for my fitness programs and things like that. I remember little things like somewhere around here there's a dent in the floor because we were plate flip challenging to see what the biggest plate we could flip was. Good luck plate flipping one of these, by the way, as a 20. I remember when I stood here and introduced Ryan behind me as the guy that could lateral raise a 30-kilo dumbbell with minimal effort. I remember when this Smith machine was like there, or the Smith machine was like over there. I'll remember when every single one of us was somehow training legs at the same time and we'd all be sat on a different machine over in this corner. I'll remember when we had all the Nautilus stuff, and Nautilus is relatively lighter compared to a lot of brands, and we'd just see how many plates we could gym pin on things. I remember when there was a load of dumbbells, but there wasn't anywhere to put the dumbbells, so the majority of them were just on the floor. I remember the days before this whole section existed because Ryan had to take a wall down to make it work. It's sad to think that I'll never train in this gym again. You never want to see small businesses shut down, you never want to see less options, even if the majority of the time I do train at a pure gym now to be with friends. Ryan's even letting me have some of the grip strength and forearm stuff toys. But yeah, a few years ago we had a lot of videos that absolutely blew up, and I think Ryan went from like 0 to 50,000 followers on here pretty rapidly. That was before Ryan was an IFBB pro. He's an IFBB pro now. And I think a lot of people will miss this gym. Even if every summer we'd all absolutely melt because the gym's never had air conditioning and this is a very, very warm room. Even if every winter we'd all freeze because the gym's freezing. Over the last few weeks, I've made a point of trying to bring as many of my different friends from Pure Gym here as I could to get them to experience what like a real good gym's like before it goes. When I got here, my code didn't work. Thankfully, Ryan was still here and he just used his code to let me in. So this is definitely my final walk around. The final version of Intent. Never would have thought there'd be a final. I'd love to go back through the history of my videos and just watch all the old Intent gym tours that I did, all the various different versions through the years. I'll miss this Cybex Smith machine most of all. So I guess this is the final goodbye to Train with Intent.
I think it's safe to say that the whole gym community or fitness era is coming to an end, because now you see all these fitness creators talking about there's more to life than just the gym. Even though the past 4 years, that's all they've been preaching is you should be in the gym this, gym that. And now it's the complete opposite.
Your girl got an email last night while I was taking a nice, relaxing Epsom salt bath that my current gym has closed. Yeah, that yesterday was the last day they were open. No notice, no warning, just an email saying, hi, tomorrow we will be permanently closed. Corey and I have like 10 to 15 days left down here in Florida. What do you mean my gym is closed? So we've got to find a new gym. So I looked up gyms near me. I found one. And we're going to go tour it today and see what we think. So let's go. Fingers crossed. OMG. How did I not discover this gym sooner? Y'all, it has everything I freaking need and have needed. And I wish I'd been coming here sooner. Because what do you mean I could have been training for High Rocks here? It has everything. Everything. I'm speechless. I'm so pumped. That was truly one of those moments where it's like last night I was so stressed out. Like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? My life revolves around the gym because I'm an online fitness coach and I'm training for High Rocks. And that's one of those things you just pray for patience and like, oh, peace of mind. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a big deal because I found this gym and it's even better. That's why you're patient and that's why you pray about it and everything works out. Oh my gosh. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to come work out here. I'm supposed to have an active recovery day, but I literally want to go work out. I'm not, but I want to. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
They said they were closing a lot of basketball courts because of the high African American usage. I didn't think it was true, but wow, this is a really busy gym. Closed permanently.
To the new lawsuit against the parent company of LA Fitness, the Federal Trade Commission is accusing them of making it way too hard for people to cancel their gym membership. Rhiannon Alley has the story. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Hey, good morning, Michael. The FTC says LA Fitness and its sister brands didn't just make canceling memberships difficult, they made it nearly impossible. The agency accuses the gym's parent companies of forcing some consumers through a maze of red tape. Some had to print long forms requiring long-forgotten login credentials, while others had to show up in person and speak with a specific manager who was often unavailable. In some cases, people were required to send certified mail just to cancel, and even after some members contacted their banks to stop payments, they allege the companies continued to charge them, sometimes under new account numbers. Now, the FTC now asking a judge to put an end to these practices and deliver refunds to all of the affected customers. We've reached out to the parent companies of LA Fitness and the other companies named in that suit. They said, we are disappointed that the FTC has chosen to pursue this complaint. The allegations are without merit. We remain confident that we will prevail in court. Now, business groups had a big win earlier this year when a court ruling blocked an FTC rule that is known as the click to cancel rule. That required cancellation to be as simple as the sign-up process. But that has not stopped the FTC from increasingly going after businesses for hard to cancel subscriptions and recurring charges, like with this latest lawsuit, guys.
I have been going to the same girls only gym for the last 3 years and they have been closed down, and I didn't want to believe it. And I had to pull up here to find out for myself. I'll insert the footage, but yeah, they're closed. I'm hoping I can get my money back or something because my membership also recently randomly went up without any type of notification. They just started charging me like $10 more on top of what my old membership used to be. Paid for this month, and now this fucking gym is closed.
This is crazy. So I've been coming to this gym for 3 years at least, and I literally thought it was a rumor that they got shut down, so I had to come see it for myself.
After 4 years of lifting weights, I think enough's enough. It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. I'm always tight, takes time to drive to the gym. I hate being in there, it takes time to drive back. I think it's just gotten to the point where it's too boring to go consistently. I don't know.
Y'all, I just drove all the way to the gym, got to the parking lot empty, the gym closed. I was like, what the? I'm like looking in the window, I'm like, closed today. I'm on my way back home. I guess I'm gonna work out at home today. Man, I'm still kind of like, I guess they said we need just to go on ahead and get ourselves together.